is Peace Okechukwu, who you, my friend, my love, my darling, can call Angelpeace. If this is your first time of visiting this YouTube channel, I love you so very much. I love you. Please don't forget to click the red subscribe button, like, comment in the comment section below, and of course share the link to all of your friends. Thank you very much. So we'll be looking at density and Upthrust. If you're ready, get your pen and paper. Let's kick off. Okay, welcome back. So what is density? Density is the mass of an object per each unit volume. So we're saying it as mass over volume, right? Which we can denote as this. So how do we even write density? Density is not denoted as D, but instead Roy. So the SI unit for density is mass, which is kilogram, per volume, which is meter cube. But in cases where we could have our results in gram per cube, cm cube, that's centimeter cube, how do we solve it? How do we go about it? It's quite easy. Let's say, for instance, you have your answer as 20 gram per cm cube. So how do I convert this to this? All I need to do is to multiply it by 1000 and I'll have my answer. So I would say 20 times 1000 equals to 20,000 kilogram per meter cube. Okay, so that's it with density. We've been able to define what density is as mass per unit volume. We looked at how we denote density and conversion to kilogram per meter cube. And going over to Optress, the person you're seeing on the picture there, yeah, that's Archimedes. It's this principle that I'll be using to have a better understanding of what Optress is actually all about. Have you ever imagined putting in something inside a fluid and trying to bring it out? We'll find out that it's a whole lot lighter than when we are trying to lift the same thing without it being immersed in water. Look at what I mean. Okay. Let's say, for instance, this is a well. Someone is there. So let's imagine that this is the bucket. And this guy here is trying to lift it. Okay. Okay, so what happens is that if this is the initial volume of the water, it would have to increase to this. Right? And there is a force acting here, which is making this object seem lighter. And that's it with Archimedes' principle, which states that when an object is totally or partially immersed into a fluid, it experiences an upthrust, which is equal to the volume of fluid being displaced. Okay, so if there's a force here that is making it appear lighter. So this force, which is the buoyant force, okay, is what we call Upthrust. Okay, another part of the principle states that it is equal to the weight or volume of fluid displaced. So if we weigh this fluid, you know this is the initial position. Okay, so if we weigh this fluid, it's going to be equal to the buoyant force, which is the Optress. All right, so what's buoyancy? How do we relate buoyancy to Optress? Because most of the times we use these two words interchangeably. Okay, so Upthrust we say is the force, whereas buoyancy is the ability of the object to float. Okay, they come together. They come together. We normally use them interchangeably. That's why I had to clear the air there. Okay, so are there applications that could give us a better understanding of what this is all about, what Optrust is all about with regards to Archimedes' principle? Of course, submarine. The submarine makes use of this principle. It has a ballast tank that gets filled with water. Okay, let me do this. So if we have something like this, so it gets filled with water, and that way the weight is quite much, displacing the buoyant force, and so it enables it to dive. Okay, and so it dives and it can float, it can be in, and when it needs to float again, it releases this fluid or the water in it so that it can float again. Okay, so that it can float again. Another application is with regards to the human brain. Yes, the human brain. The human brain is being cushioned by a fluid known as the cerebrospinal fluid. And what happens is application of Archimedes' principle again, because normally the human brain, which is about 1,400 to 1,500 grams, would have been so heavy for us to carry, but because, including the skull, of course, but because of the fluid, there is buoyancy, and we can now move around as if the brain were lighter, whereas it is not. Also, is a pregnant woman. Yes, a pregnant woman. The baby is in an amniotic fluid. What is happening? Archimedes' principle again. So she tends to carry her baby to full term without experiencing too much pressure as a result of the fluid, as a result of buoyancy, making it to look like baby is not heavy, whereas baby is actually heavy. I hope you had a clear understanding of what density and Optress is actually talking about. If you do, please don't forget to subscribe so that we can upload more videos. That's Future TV is here because of you. So subscribe and see you on the next video on Iron Camera. Thank you.